Hey everybody, welcome back to your third PHP tutorial. This video I wanted to talk about using the for each loop to go through every single value within an array. Alright, so we talked about the for each loop in video 30, I believe. So if you do not know about that, you can go look at it there. And in this video, I'm just going to be reviewing it. This will be pretty quick, just so you can see it done on screen. Alright, so the first thing you must do to use the for each on an array is you must have an array. So to create an array, we can go epic, that's our array name, yeah, I know, so creative. And then we can use the array function. Within here, we can create 3 string values, and I'm just going to put some names in here. Alright, so now we have 3 values. Alright, so this one has the key 0, this one has the key 1, this one has the key 2. There's a total of 3 values. Alright, so now we can call the for each loop, and with any control structure I always set it up like this before I type anything, just so I don't end up forgetting one of these. Then I go back and add what I wish. So within the parentheses, the first thing we do is we tell it what array we are going to be using. We're going to be using the epic array. And then we put the word as, and then we can use any variable we want. I'm going to use a value, and then down here we can do something with that value. So like, look at this, boom, here we have Aaron, Ty, Josh. Value, okay, let me explain. For each will automatically, no matter how you set it up, take the value and assign it to your second variable within these parentheses. Well, in this case, it could be the third. So as is going to tell it to do that. Alright, so now that means this variable does not matter what it's called. We can name it pi, and then we can echo out pi. If you don't understand what's going on, go check out my video over for each loops. Okay, so now what this is going to do is it is going to take the array epic, and then it's going to use the holder to take each value. So this is the value. The first time it's going to be Aaron, and then it's going to echo out Aaron, and then it's going to go through the loop and go to the next value, Ty, and then it's going to echo out Ty, and it's going to the next value, Josh, and echo out Josh. So we can pretty much name this whatever we want. I'm going to name it V for a value. Okay, another thing we can do is we can add a line break. Whoopsies. There we go. Oh snap. Alright, so now it's nice and easy to read. What if we want to know the key of this? Well, all we have to do is create a new variable, doesn't matter what it is, and have it point to the value. Sort of like when we're defining an array, we could be like this. Well, it also works when we're using the for each. We're just saying, alright, these are replacement variables for the setup used to create an array. So when we created an array, we had this. Look at this right here. Well, instead of 1, we're just going to use this temporary variable to say it can be any key. It doesn't have to be 1. And we're using this temporary value to mean it can be any value. It doesn't have to be Aaron. So that means it can be 2 in Ty or 3 in Josh. Or we could set this to 20. Now it can be 20 and Aaron, 21 and Ty, 22 and Josh. So let's try that. Okay, right now we're not doing anything. That's because we are not using this key within the code block. So let's try adding something. The key points to, oops, whoa, didn't mean to do that. Now, if I refresh it, we got an error, so let's take a look. Okay, I forgot to close my quotes. I am a noob. Alright, so the key 20 points to Aaron, the key 21 points to Ty, the key 22 points to Josh. So that is how the for each loop works, and we can do pretty much anything we want. So let's try something new. Let's say these are numbers 1, 2, and 9001. The key 0 points to 1, the key 1 points to 2, the key 2 points to 9001. Okay, so if this is what we have, for example, we could take the variable v and add 1000 to it. And what we're going to do is we're going to assign this new value to added value. Okay, so now, rather than echoing v, we're going to want to echo added value. So let's try this. And I'm going to add a line break in there. Awesome. So that added 1000 to each of the original variables. And I don't know why that's there. But it's kind of cool because it makes money. So yeah, that is using the for each loop in PHP. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check the next video. Subscribe.